the wood whirler is in. Let's get busy. See, I thought this thing was pretty square, but it's not. Right there, feel a little vibration. I think I'll quit right there. That's a 701. I thought this stuff would cut easy. It don't cut easy at all. Whew. Well, I think that's it. All right, what I'm gonna do now, because this is a plug and it's going in the epoxy or epoxy around the and it's wet and I'm sure it's got air in it. What I started with is wrapping it in saran wrap. All right, here, okay, I've started stuffing it. So far what I've done is I've got took pine cones and cut them in half, and I'm alternating them, one this way, one that way, for the bottom layer. That way. This way. Now I'm going to put, can't do none of the damn gloves on. I'm going to put a few gumballs in it, here and there, making stems and all. Mainly to feel like any low spots and stuff. Okay, now I know I gotta have gloves this time. Because I'm going to these things here. These are chestnut hogs. And they will go through regular gloves like a heartbeat. Went through that leather glove. Looking good to me. Say it again, Sam. Hell, that ain't even made a dent. Well, guys, that was a total disaster. Just as I was putting this, damn it, it was full of epoxy, just as I was putting it into the pot, one side slipped out, busted my bowl, leaking out. I'm going to leave it there till the morning. Maybe I got about half of it, and see if I can't hot glue it up and try it again, maybe. Well, I saved part of the resin by tipping it up on its side where it was past the busted place. See it right there, just one. That's the only place, one little bitty place. And that was a lot of resin. Well, I have more thanks to Toggleboat. So, I got some hot glue gun. This is 100 water, so it'll put her in there good. Alright, see you in a while. All right, I'm ready to mix up again. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this like a blue-green, and then I may come back, more with some more of this on top of it. I sort of want to stay with the sort of greenish theme. All right, I'm going to go mix some more, and I'll catch you guys after it's all done. Actually, I'll probably catch you tomorrow, because I got about 7 acres of lawn to mow. So I guess I got to get after it before it gets too hot. See you later. All right, it's the next day, next morning, yeah, about 11:30, still morning. So I got it out of the pressure pot, and I think this is probably going to be a sort of a real interesting turn, because, it fell over, right? So I had to pour some more in it. In retrospect, I should have picked it up real quick and dumped everything into a bucket. Now I could have saved the resin after I fixed the pan, which I could have done. Anyway, here's what I want to show you. All right, see that line right there? Okay, this is the resin I saved. Okay, this set up outside the pressure pot. No pressure pot. I can see a couple little places right in here. Now I did this when I put it all back in the deal. I poured the rest of it, and this is all under the pressure pot, and there's no voids in it. So I'm going to be real interested, once I get down below the surface. Of course, the whole plug and everything got cattywampus, so this thing really is all over the damn place. I'm glad I left it thick. If I hadn't left it thick, I probably wouldn't be able to do this. Got a big flap right there, but it's coming off anyway. But this could be interesting. That black line, see, I got to cut it down that far from here down. And I'm going to do this with a round cutter. We'll try it with a round cutter. I think I'm still sort of debating on this, because all that crap's going to really fly. And the bow gods are against me now. You know that for a fact. I hadn't done nothing to please them or something. I don't know what it is. But every time I look over there and see a hole in the wall, I'm reminded of being more careful. Right there, nice and easy, $2,500. Oh yeah, it's starting to show in. Oh, look at those voids though. Holy catfish, man. The bow kept changing on me. I'd turn for a while and look at it and it'd be wobbling again. Now you see I'm going in there with a parting tool. So that's there's the edge of that wood. I suspect that it's not cured right there in the center, but what I'm doing here is I'm verifying it. And if it is, if it's not cured, that's why it keeps moving on me. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow. So let's take a look real quick. Whew. Alright, I see the problem. Okay, so much for today. It's not cured in there. It's still soft right in here. So the whole thing's it's in the process of curing out. But that won't stop me from going ahead and fixing these voids, and it's going to be tomorrow. That's the way fix that is. So I'll fix the voids and we'll just come back tomorrow. See you later. And I came in here, I just want to see what it looks like. Done a little sanding after I fixed the voids, and I went ahead and put a coat of sealer on it because I just want to see what it looked like. And it is going to be outstanding if I ever get it done. But look at here. It's been an hour. What's this? Look at that wobble. That's how much that epoxy moves as it cures. Isn't that something? Which means tomorrow I'll have to turn it again, get her back down the round, and fix the voids again. But you know, that's just the way it goes. It normally takes 2 days for a total boat fix set to really sit up. I thought, you know, this kind of weather, 1 day would do it, but it didn't. So it's inside next to the plug it's not cured out. But it should be tomorrow. And it could be that wet plug moving. I mean, even though it's wrapped, it could be the wood in it moving. So we'll just have to see. Before I thought it wasn't so bad that I could just live with it, but that's too bad there. That won't work. Look at that pretty blue, greens. And you really can't even find that witness line. That's amazing. I don't even know where it's at. I think it's the green. It's the green part, so it's right here somewhere. And I got a few more little voids. Well, ain't no need of fixing them now. Okay, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna shut this end of the building down. Bye bye. Well, good morning again. Well, here's the deal. I left this. Well, I didn't leave it on here all night long. I left it on for a little while, and I spun it up, and it seemed like it was more out of round. So I decided that, well, what's happening is because it's not cured in here, the weight is sort of like teardrop. So I took it off and I set it on this base overnight. All right, I'm going to start off with a 1-inch Forstner bit. I'm going to come right to there, and then I'll follow it up with the big one I got. So you can tell it's hard. We're going to get there eventually. It's been a challenge, I'm here to show you. But it ain't a challenge, it ain't worth doing. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is go find me that walnut, figure out what I need, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, there's my walnut board. And I guard this thing because, you know, when it's out, it's out. It's really hard to find one like that. So anyway, I took my little circle template, and I've got an 11-inch circle here, and inside is the 8-inch. So this will be my outer ring, and this will be the bottom. Now, the way I do this without having to drill holes to start a saw or something is after I cut the outer one out, I'll come in here with the bandsaw with a real small 1/4-inch blade, and I'll follow the grain. Come in here like follow the grain, and then come around here and cut it. And then I'll come out the same way, and then this ring I'll put some tight bond in there and glue it back together, and you won't find it. All right, that's the way I do it. I used to drill a hole here big enough to put a coping saw blade in, and you always had that hole right there, and sometimes it was in the way. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to cut this off on the bandsaw, the big bandsaw, and then I'll go to the small one and cut the outer one and the inner one. And we'll come over here and epoxy it on the bottom. And come back tomorrow. Trim the bottom down, put a mortise in it, flip it around, and do the top, and put the top ring on. And we'll end up with something that's pretty dang nice. I'm here to told you. See you later. All right, I got it cut out. So here's what I generally do. You see right there where I cut it with the grain? Cut it a little off, but it don't matter. Push it together and you don't even see it. So I generally just take something like a screwdriver, spread it out like that. Maybe, there you go. You'll never find that when it gets on there and gets turned. Just set it aside over here. This is going to be my bottom. That's the right hole. This one, I was going to do a 10-inch one. I decided to have plenty of wood, so I'll do an 11. So that's going to go on the bottom, but I need to know where to sand and drill my holes. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. All right, that's good. So right there is where it's going to sit. It's a guide where to put my glue and my sanding. First, I learned a little trick that I'm going to lay on you real quick. I got a little drill bit right here, and I've had some of these come loose before. You know, even with the epoxy all roughed up. So what I've started doing is coming here near the edge, right here. I guess you can see it all right, right there. And then I turn it to a drill. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on the wood. You can see the wood now. So I'm going to do the same thing on here. Take a piece of, this is 40 grit, I think, yeah. No, that's the size. I think it's 36 grit. And I'm going to come across here like this. Direction here. Like a crisscross pattern. Scratches. All right, my epoxy's all warmed up. It's Great Plains 30-minute epoxy. I wish I had some 2000, but I don't. I like it better. That's what I used to use to put scales on knives. Never had one come off. All right, so here we go. So what I generally do is take a Coke can and cut the bottom off and use it. And it's easy to throw away. You know, it's 30 minutes. I don't touch it till tomorrow. It's 30 minutes like to, you know, sit up, but it ain't 30 minutes to be fully cured. I guarantee you that. You got enough here. Wasting one of the off. Up here and bring it on your little point. Bring it in. Now, before you tighten it up, do a little bit of this kind of stuff, okay? Means I got the hose, I can put it pretty tight. If you don't have anything, if you're doing flat surface, it's a flat surface, you don't want it real tight. Because you'll squeeze your epoxy out in there, and you ain't got it. All right, that looks pretty good. So last night I was sitting there laying in the bed, and I was thinking, well, my dad always says a job we're doing right. So even though I'm going to have to fix some voids in here again, I know that, I'm going to go ahead and get that to the round. It just ain't, you know, it just ain't right, so it's got to be done. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start with about 1,000. And if I get any chip out, I'll change the belt and go ahead and pour it up really fast. So there's a grand right there. If I can find a face mask. There it is. Let's see what happens here real quick. This is the one I just sharpened. So you see how well it's doing? When you get to the edge, don't go over it because your chances of chipping it out is a whole lot more, even though you may chip it anyway. So come into it. What I'm going to do now, before I sand or anything else, I'm going to go ahead and fix these voids again. Here's something interesting I'll point out. From about here to here, you can sort of see it. Remember that port? It's got a couple little bitty voids in it, and this was what was in the pressure pot. And you rotate around here, this was not in the pressure pot. Look, see there? This cured outside, you know, without not being in the pressure pot from about here to here. You can see the line now, see it? So this part cured, you know, after my spill and it wasn't in the pressure pot. From here up, it cured from here to here in the pressure pot. A couple of little bitty places, but nothing significant. So the pressure pot is well worth doing. So anyway, let's get over here and fix these rascals. I'll be using Starbond Thin CA and my Super Crack Filler powder, which I've said before is actually the scrapings on the inside of my dust collector bag. And it is super, super fine. Sometimes it's so fine that I turn the fan off, it wants to blow it away. Well, that ought to get it. Alright, that's going to be the size of my tin. There you go. That's just about right. See there? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that, and you better look in there and see that your dovetail fits good, and you're good to go. All right, we're there. We're there. We're there. Oh, it's time to do some sanding. Well, good morning, folks. I'm not getting in any great big hurry with this one. I got so many other things to do like everybody else. This has, right now, 4 coats of Minwax sanding sealer on it. Now this one you're looking at now has not been buffed, has not been sanded, has not been nothing. Okay, now the ones below it were, you know, like steel wool and even sand. The first one was sanded because it raises the wood, but after that they were steel wool and Scotch Brighted or Scotch Pad, whichever one it is. And there's, you know, nothing, no axe paste, no nothing. Next step is to turn my big fan on and turn this around and start on this end. Get the faceplate off and start on this end. So I'll see you in a little while. I'm just going to come in here to the other side until I hit the hall. Shouldn't be too far. Daylight in there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to try to clean this thing out a little bit. Hope that was just a piece of the wood, not a piece of epoxy. I think it was. I think the effects of that. Yeah, it is. Here, that's what. See, it don't stick to that. There you go. We use 30-minute epoxy. Even though I'm going to let it sit for a lot longer than that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and get this round and clean it up down next to that epoxy. And I'll work my way around into here. You're going to be able to see the difference in it. There's none of the wood inside, so it's going to take 3 or 4 coats to get to what I want. But I got nothing but time, friends. Epoxy much more thinner, and the slightest little bump and it might crack. Yep, I like it. Okay, catch you on the rebound. Me and Brandy's gonna go have our popcorn. It's Men Wax Polyacrylic Clear Gloss, crystal clear finish, ultra fast drying time, easy water cleanup. That's what I like. So it's really good to dry now. I always like to wait before I do my final polishing. Give that stuff that's sort of inside a little bit of a chance to dry. Hey, Randy, what you doing, buddy? All right. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to apply my favorite paste in the world, Axe paste. Not yet full famous Axe paste. We're going to put a shine on this sucker like you wouldn't believe. I got a little bit left in this one. Just a little. Now that, as much as I turn, guys, that's lasted me about a year. So for 28 bucks you get that. And that. That's polished. Now I went through one of these a little faster than I went through one of those because I like to put 2 coats of polish on. So that's where that goes. But 28 bucks, that'll last you a year. You want to waste your time and money making your own to make that much, go ahead. But it's basically, he even gives you what he puts in it on the bottom. I wouldn't do that, but he does that. You know. One side of the paper towel's rougher than the other. All right. And one more. I'm going to try to show a lot of this when I edit the video. I think this is really important. Finishes are. I mean, that's what makes or breaks. Alright, I'm going to get it off and flip it around, put it in the cold jaws, get that tenon off, and I get it all set up. I'll be back, okay? Okay, you're about ready. First, you notice I don't use paper towels under here. You do this experiment yourself sometime, and you'll see why. Put a paper towel under there, bind it down where you normally would, and see if you can pull your bowl out. I guarantee you can. Do it without a paper towel before the rubber is sort of right here, and see if you can pull it out. You might can, but it'd be a lot harder. And you know, if this don't spin, you're not going to mark your ball. Okay? Well, as you can see, I went ahead and finished the bottom, got it ready to go, and got the laser all set up in the other room. So let's go in there and take a look at it. I finished the bottom just like I did the rest of it. Finished it off with axe paste. I hadn't put any polish over it yet. I thought I'd wait till the lasering was done for that. All right, I've got it into the laser. Something I didn't think about earlier, but it evidently works. See, I built an elevator in this. Look here. You can see it. Okay. You can sort of see it right, you know, like right in here and here. So, but this bowl was too big around to go in from the top. So what I did is I brought it in from the bottom and brought it up. Now I'm going to take the camera off and show you my elevator from the bottom. Now if you buy one of these dang things, if you don't do this, the deepest thing you can put in there is about like that. So you have to have a hole in the bottom and make your own elevator. I think you can buy a kit for it, I'm not sure, but I've got it set up now. It's also set up on the computer, but I've got it set up here. That's 40 millimeters, that's my cutting length, so I always keep that handy. I haven't got this turned on yet, so let me get the camera off real fast. It won't take but a second. Get it off the tripod. There you go. Now, I'll come down here. You'll have to pardon all the stuff and the mess that you see. All right. Up under here, you can sort of see now. See, I've got it on these two posts right here, and I can raise it up and down. You can see the bowl back up in there, see? And I got the rubber kitchen shelving to keep it from moving around, because it'll move around and it'll make your burn wrong. Okay? So I'm going to set this back up and we'll start it. If I can get back up, that is. It's all set up here on the computer now. Ready to go. Walnut and epoxy, June 2020. That is about 70 millimeters wide. So first thing I got to do is turn the laser on. It's noisy. So So what I'll have to do, remember I put this vidieo, I put that dot in the center. Well, you come right here, and right there is my center. So I'll come over here and hit engrave, engrave. Okay, now this will position itself. So I can do it one or two ways. I can either move the bowl around, or I can come right here and take it right here like so. And that's going to move it until, now I moved it too far because I was just showing. There we go. Okay, it's wrapped up finally. I really am pleased with this bowl. There's yeah, I mean, it turned out, that is really, that's one of the nicer bowls I think I've done. I mean, just, isn't that pretty? That's just beautiful. The insides, the bottom, I did my big logo on it this time. It's very visible. It's nice and shiny. I like the idea of burning it after the finish. I think it works better. I mean, that's just really, that's pretty. What else can I say? Of course, I'll take some stills. Lots of them. And we'll put them at the end. Well, there you are, my friends. One more down. It's about a 10-inch bowl. The next one's going to be a big one. Well, let's just hope we don't get better at these blow-ups. I'm pretty good at it already. I don't want to get no better. All right. Call your mama. Subscribe. Tell your friends. The wood burner has left the building.